In recent memory, one of the most beloved head coaches in football is Ed Orgeron. Whether it was his comeback story, his national championship victory at LSU, or his awesome personality, everybody knows and has an opinion on Coach O, and many were wondering when he would get back into coaching. He's one of just a few coaches who actually has a national championship, and in recent reports, we have found out he might find a new school here soon. Some are saying Oregon State, some are saying Arkansas, and there might be some other options as well. In today's video, I want to talk about where the next stop could be for Coach Orgeron, how he might fit, and his track record going into his next hire. But before we get started, if you're a big fan of college football, be sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like if you support today's video, and let me know what player, team, topic, or situation I can cover next. Now let's go ahead and get started and talk about Coach O. So to quickly dive into Ed Orgeron's track record here, he has a national championship, which many coaches cannot say, and overall, he's gone 67-47 as a head coach. He's only been the head coach at 3 different programs, as he went 10-25 at Ole Miss, 6-2 at USC as the interim guy, and then at LSU, he went 51-20 with 2 10-win seasons and a perfect 15-0 season, which resulted in a national championship. Unfortunately, after that, he was not able to figure things out, as he went 5-5 in a disappointing 2020 season, and then 6-6 in 2021. It was a sad goodbye for Coach O to leave college football, and after that, he had some difficulties off the field, but it seems after a few seasons away, he is ready to get back at it. But I want to first start with the rumor to Arkansas. I have been seeing that pretty much everywhere on social media right now, as apparently he is in the mix for the Arkansas Razorbacks job. Sam Pittman ended up flaming out at Arkansas, so they've been looking for a new head coach, and while some thought it could be Eric Morris from North Texas, On3 reported that they are apparently interested in him. On3 said Arkansas is also looking at James Franklin, Alex Golish, and John Sumrall, but it seems that the reporting is credible that he could end up at Arkansas. What's interesting is Coach O was actually in Fayetteville at one point, as apparently 38 years ago, he was there. The story goes that Arkansas was the school that saved him from shoveling shrimp, and he was an assistant for a little while under there before really getting going with his coaching career and eventually ending up at Ole Miss. Arkansas is definitely a decent option for him, as not only is he familiar with that area of the country, but it's an SEC school, and they would have the resources to compete and be decent right away. Whereas the other option he's looking into would be much more difficult for him, but he might have longer job security, and that is Oregon State. After conference realignment happened, Oregon State has pretty much been tossed to the wolves, as they lost Jonathan Smith and his staff to Michigan State. Some of their top recruits followed him to East Lansing, and the other best players ended up going somewhere else. Desperate for some sort of stability, they decided to promote defensive coordinator Trent Bray to head coach. He just was not cut it to make it at Oregon State, and despite playing worse competition, the Beavers have been horrendous. Their 2 wins this year over Washington State and Lafayette, and they even got beat by Sam Houston State, who had an argument at being the second worst team in all of college football. Oregon State is in a terrible spot, is not great in terms of geography, they don't have great resources, great prestige, or really anything, but what they could offer him is time and less pressure. If Orgeron goes to Arkansas, he'll be expected to win and compete right away, whereas if he goes to Corvallis, he won't even be in the Power 4, he'll be under the radar, he'll be given a lot of time, and have a lot more control. Honestly, at this point, it's whatever Coach O wants to do, as I bet Oregon State would happily take him, but I don't know where he's going to end up. I personally think Arkansas will go with somebody else as their head coach, but I'm sure they will give Coach O a fair crack in an interview. If I had to pick between the 2 schools, Oregon State makes a lot more sense for him, but who knows? We might be thrown a boomerang and maybe he ends up somewhere completely random. Or maybe he doesn't go into coaching at all. Either way, I wanted to do a quick spotlight on Coach O, talk about the Arkansas and Oregon State rumors, and give my thoughts on the situation. But what do you guys think? Where do you think Coach O will end up? Who is your favorite coach in this year's coaching carousel? And what other topic should I cover next? Be sure to let me know down below. Leave a like if you support today's video, subscribe if you're new, and check out one of the videos on the end screen. Hope to see you guys again soon, but until next time, peace.